pretty quick video. So my phone was ported on those. And I moved one of those. They all moved. Okay. So yeah, today, as you can tell by the title, I'm going to be covering the Third War of Independence. Yay! The last time I tried to film this, one take was too long. It was 19 minutes. It was 19 minutes of me covering that, and my phone could not handle that, or iMovie could not handle that, which is what I'm filming on. Even though this isn't a movie, that's what I'm using. So, deal with it. Anyway, let's get started. Okay, so unlike normal ones, I already drew these because I already filmed this, but my phone couldn't handle it because I was running out of space. So I deleted a bunch of things, and now I should be good. It should be very, very good. It should be pretty good. Anyway, let's begin. The Third War of Independence. As you all know, most likely, since it's been a while since I filmed the last video, since it's been a while since the last video, I don't know. I'm just gonna give you a recap. So, quick recap. In 5996 BCE, the Second Battle of Cannonia happened. I covered that in the Battles of Cannonia, which, the episode, The Battles of Cannonia, which you might have watched before watching this video, might not have. So, the Second Battle of Cannonia happened, and then later that year, in 5996 BCE, the Third War of Independence began, because, when you can tell that, because that's the title of this video. So, let's begin. In 5996 BCE, the Thuran revolutionaries marched out of the 3 captured cities, and Thuran troops from here started marching as well. So, the next year in 5995 BCE, the Battle of Tarathawa begins. Even though that sounds like a Japanese name, it's not. Just out the airs. I found Tarathawa. Really easy to find. So, you might be wondering, why do I have this? Shouldn't I redo them? Well, I don't really want to redo them, since I don't really want to redo them because that would take a lot of time, and I don't really want to waste a lot of time because I'm filming a video that's probably going to be about 17 minutes long, and it takes about 1 hour to make each one. So, Tarathawa. I'm just trying to cut down time to make this. So, Tarathawa. Battle of Tarathawa. I have nothing written on this. So, what's going to happen is the top of my head. I didn't even write if it was... I should start writing if it was from one place or the other. I should start writing what city it's from. That's what I'm trying to say. So let's just say So it's Theran. The revolutionaries approach Tarathawa. Okay. So, the revolutionaries attack here-ish. Attack here on that wall, and then some revolutionary, and then the rest of the revolutionaries attack here. So they're being attacked from here and here. So what they do is they fortify there, but they didn't realize that that was just a diversion. And the real force was coming behind and quickly smashed down the door with a very early battering ram, which was basically just a giant. It was a very early type of battering ram, and then swords and spears in hand. All of them had spears in the front. Just went right in there, sliced into killed a bunch of people, and then the rest of the people didn't even realize that they were being attacked. So when they got there and people started dying, they turned around just in time for the rest of the revolutionaries over here to break in and smack into them again. and now it's not that cool for the TNWH troops, is it? It's not that good. They're being attacked from two sides, and they're about to be split in two. If they're split in two, then it's basically easier. It's easier. So what they do is they quickly smash through. They quickly try to smash through the revolutionaries here and succeed. And then they just retreat from Tarathala. They are completely outnumbered. By the way, I've forgotten A. Let me draw that A on for you. Tarathala. Okay. So later that year, this is not good for the TNWH troops, but yawn. So later that year, the massacre at Chariot and Theran, the twin capitals of Charathera, It's Charathera. Happen, and the battles of Noder and Quader begin. And Thura captures 5 boxes of territory. That's a lot that happens in a few days. So the battles of Noder and Quader begin, and then the massacres at Chariot and Theran also begin. One of my cities, Georgia fell. It didn't fall, but because I didn't write anything about that, and if I didn't write about it, then it didn't happen unless it's in a battle. So let's cover the massacres first. So these both take place at night. Cute nighttime. So they happen at the same exact time. Can you guys see? So, well, it's nighttime. So it's just pretend that there's no light. So the TNWH troops are asleep, fast asleep, kind of like I want to be right now. but I'm gonna film this video first. But so the revolutionaries came over here, came in, stuck in because there was someone sympathetic to the revolutionary cause, snuck in, and just killed all of the troops. Everyone, all of the troops from Chariot died, and in the few minutes of the massacre. Same thing happened at Theran. The Chariot Theran troops were here, but the revolutionaries had another idea. There's no one sympathetic to the revolutionary cause, so what they had to do was quietly knock down their door. So, what they did was the revolutionaries filed in. So there were almost 100 soldiers, and there were 5 in the front row. So the 5 in the front row had axes and knocked down the door that way. Then quietly snuck in, killed the troops at the same exact time. Not exactly the same time, but the same way, basically pretty much the same way, and then left. So now Chariot and Theran, the capitals, didn't have any troops to defend them. You might be wondering, why didn't they just attack? Well, it was because they had too many troops, probably. I don't know. I don't know why. They just didn't, I guess. So, now the battles of Noder and Quader. I'm just making sure that I don't go over time quickly. Okay. So, this clip is going to end. This clip is not going to end here. Seamless transition. Okay. So, the battles of Noder and Quader. I'm going to have to quickly film the Battle of Noder, charge my phone, then do the Battle of Noder, or Quader. So, let's do the Battle of Noder. The Battle of Noder. So, wait, which one did I say first? Noder. Okay, so, the Chariot Theran troops are not at Noder. This is actually a revolutionary city. This is actually a Theran city. So, the revolutionaries are in there, and the Chariot Theran troops are going to attack it. So what they do is they break in. Bam! They smack into it all at once. They smack into it almost all at once, actually, because they're spread out for a wide area. The people in the front then get a very early battering ram. A very early battering ram, and smack into the wall. But the revolutionaries are here and quickly file into the Chariot Theran troops. Basically just like spears against spears. So everyone gets stabbed in the front rows. Then sword combat ensues for the next 4 hours. Then it gets nighttime. By daytime, hello nighttime. And then they sleep until the next day. And that was not a cut. They didn't move it. Nothing moved. Okay, so Chariot Theran, then the revolutionaries, and then they did the same thing for the next 4 hours, took a break, 4 hours, took a break, 4 hours, went to sleep. And I did that for the next 2 days. So, the battle took place over 4 days, and it was not fun for anyone because they battled for 4 hours, then took a break, and then battled for another 4 hours, and then took another break, and then another 4 hours, and then went to sleep. It's not fun for anyone. So, then the revolutionaries hit one last time, and the TNWH troops backed off, except no they didn't. They came from here, and the revolutionaries went back to the city. The TNWH troops just waited. So, just a quick sense of where this is. Notre is about right on the border, almost like Washington, D.C. in the Civil War. So all they had to do was wait right here, and they're not in. So all the revolutionaries can do is wait for them to attack. And that's the Battle of Notre. Moving on quickly to Quarter, Battle of Quarter, where I will cut because so the Battle of Quarter begins. Revolutionaries. So this is still a revolution. This is another revolutionary city, and it's neighboring next to Notre, which is right, which it would be right about there. And very short battle. The revolutionaries are around their city this time, enforcing the surrounding city, which is what I would do actually. I would position my troops outside of the city and make them basically all scouts, and or position some outside, and then like one row of troops outside, which is what they do. And then when a few people yell in from one direction, from like one area basically, then all of the troops concentrate in that area. That's what happened over here. And everyone was getting smacked with a sword. Pikemen were getting stabbed by other pikemen. Swordsmen were getting killed by other swordsmen. Other swordsmen were being killed by their own swordsmen. It was just chaos. No one knew who was on whose team. It was just complete chaos. Then they regrouped. And then is the most annoying thing anyone would do. They would set up camp right here. Then the TNWH troops did the same thing they did to Notre, except they did exactly that. They enforced their troops over here. So that means Quarter is officially no longer in the war for now. Okay, so that concludes that battle. That concludes that battle. Concludes this video. I know it's annoying, but I mean, I don't want to run out of space. So what I'm gonna do quickly is wrap this up, then upload this video. So what I'm gonna do is close my outro. Okay. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please leave a like. Even if you didn't, hit the subscribe button, the bell button, and I'll see you guys next time. Watch out for more videos.